I think, like, just becoming an attorney, I felt successful. Like, because like the neighborhood and stuff that I came from, like even just getting into law school, I felt like I was successful because getting into law school, I had done more than everyone in my neighborhood. So I felt like I was a success. I mean, I remember when I got my first job as an attorney and I had a letter and they was paying me, starting out was like $70,000 a year. And I hung that letter up on my refrigerator because that's like the most money I ever heard of. That's the most money of any of my family or anything like that ever heard of. And so I was very, I was very excited about that. Now, when I started my firm and stuff like that, I didn't really, everything that happened to me is kind of like I was forced to do it. So like even me coming back to Memphis, like the process of applying for a law firm job, you usually send out a resume and then you get a call back. You do an interview and then you do a second interview and then maybe get hired. Like my job that brought me to Memphis, I got a letter that said, hey, come on in to your second and final interview, whoop-de-whoop. And I came, but I never went to a first interview. So I just got this letter out the mail that said, come to your second interview. I never even went to the first interview. So I was just literally just brought. And then before I started my law firm, I didn't have an ambition to start my law firm. Like, I just didn't want to be on the defense side. I just didn't get hired. So lots of doors were getting closed. Like when I started my law firm, I was looking for a way out. I was applying to teach. I wanted to do like anything else I could do. Like I stood in line for like 4 hours in the rain at the FedEx Forum because they had a job fair to sell popcorn. This is a law. I'm already an active lawyer. But we had 5 kids. Wow. So, but that didn't go through. And just for me, it's just kind of like every door kept getting closed, and it kind of pushed me to that. So I wish I could sit up here and be like, oh man, I had this all planned out and this was a plan and I knew that this was gonna happen and stuff like that. But that's not my story. So, the one thing that I do know that I think that will always help is if you always have in your mind, like, I'm not going to give up. Like, hey, no matter what happens, hey, this might be a setback or whatever, you want to keep moving forward. So I think that type of mentality is going to help you in whatever it is you want to do. If you want to become a lawyer, if you want to become a doctor, if you want to be an actor, you want to be a singer, a chef, like any career or anything that you do, like in life, like I think having a level of tenacity is to where, hey, no matter what happens, I'm going to keep coming back. Like I'm telling you ahead of time right now, like you're going to have failures, you're going to have pitfalls, you're going to have setbacks. Like you are going to get punched in the face and stuff like that. But if you set it in your mind that no matter what happens to me, I'm going to keep going towards my goal or my dream, in the end, I guarantee you'll reach it.